And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's coverage of the ninth annual Super Smash TV tournament here on GG Speedruns. Today, we have got a second chance round 4 matchup between the number 5 seed Aquas and the number 9 seed Prince Leaf. Hi, everyone. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23, and joining me on the commentary, our restreamer, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Dino. Dino, great to have you here in the commentator's booth. And I'll tell you what, I think people are still buzzing over last night's match between Tetsuo and Bryce Olf.
Oh yeah, I'm happy to be here. Hello, LOC Cars fan, and yeah, yesterday's night match was just insane, crazy swings. So many times it looked like Tetsuo was gonna pull the opposite, but at the end of the day, like you say, what RNG favors the favorite or something like that, and it was like
Correct.
crazy
I
dead
saw
to take that.
I saw it. Yep. Another long list of immaculate spreaders that Bryce Olf got at the end, combined with Trolltoid Man doing final form Trolltoid Man things to Tetsuo. If you have not seen that match, you are going to want to look at that one. Easily the match of this year's tournament by a long shot. It was a thriller. But right now, we are focusing on the now, and one of these two contestants is going to be eliminated here. Prince Leaf versus Aquas. The winner will move on to face Telio 1 in the second chance quarterfinals. The loser will be eliminated. By the end of today, we will be down to the final 6, Leaf. All right, beg your pardon, Dino.
Sorry, I'm late. I was just researching taco places.
Oh, you were. Well, that would explain it. So, Dino, I don't know if you want to continue to join us for some side commentary, but it looks like we do have Sigma here.
Sure, I'll do a Ferron Burgundy cosplay today then.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, then here's the hair. And I need your favorite. Give me your best in your lowest voice. I hate everything.
I think Sigma's talking to you there, Dino.
Oh, okay. I hate everything, I guess.
Like that.
Good enough.
It's you. It's you. He's not trying to be Burgundy. He's being himself there, Sigma. I appreciate that effort.
Yes, he's impersonating a Burgundy impersonator.
Yes, indeed. Anyways, what we were just talking about right as you got in here, Sigma, is we're still buzzing over what happened during last night's match between Bryce Olf and Tetsuo. We were talking about that. Right now, we're talking about this match here. This is the now here. We're going to be down to the final 6 contestants at the end of this because the winner will be taking on Telio 1 in the second chance quarterfinals.
Yeah, it doesn't get easier, does it?
No, not at all. I mean, you look at what we've got right now. You've got Bryce Olf and J-Pop who are going to be battling it out in the winners finals with the spot of the grand championship going to be on the line for that one. Then you've got Tetsuo, Telio 1, and Lucha Jim who are awaiting in the 5th round of the second chance bracket or the second chance quarterfinals. And one of these two will be joining them. It's either going to be Aquas or Prince Leaf. And I expect this to be a good matchup here, Sigma.
Yeah, Prince Leaf has been around almost since the beginning, since Turbo and Eddie was playing. Aquas, over the past 4 tournaments, he's finished no worse than 5th, I think, in the tournament. Like
Yeah, I believe you're correct.
he had like 3 third place finishes in a row.
Yes, you are correct.
So I think Aquas and Prince Leaf will put on a great match. This is still best of 5, I do believe.
No, actually, this is a best of 7. This will be a best of 7. The Lucha Jim and Real Zero, which was on the other side of the second chance matchup, was also a best of 7, which Lucha Jim ended up sweeping, a surprise sweep, in my opinion, over the number 8 seed Real Zero, 4-0. So this is a best of 7.
All right, sounds good to me. Let's get it going.
All right, so Dana will be in charge of counting our runners down here for today's match. This will be our only match of today, but again, as we mentioned, this promises to be a slobber knocker. Yeah, but no, Sigma, you were researching some of the many other taco places all over the United States and perhaps outside of the United States. I can't wait to see what you've got on the table if we get a tie here going into that bonus room. But here we go. It's game number one, Sigma.
As we see here, Aquas is doing the orb strat. Prince Leaf is old school, isn't going to do it. We just got to check to see if Aquas does get it, and we're going to be out pretty much even. Might be Prince Leaf holding a bit of a lead. No, it's actually dead even.
Yeah, it's about as dead even as it comes here. I mean, practically to the frame. This is a tie. So Aquas, of course, does the 41-second manip. So we'll see if he's got that orb. Yep, on the feet, perfectly done. So Aquas with the early advantage. Prince Leaf with grenades is just going to ignore it. So Aquas, I would expect, is going to get out the door first.
I'm pretty sure he might. Just depends if Prince Leaf could get it. Well, that rocket drop will help. And honestly,
Yes.
I'd rather have that single rocket drop than the orb. I know it sounds stupid, but you know what? You can actually get out faster with that single rocket drop than you can an orb. Like, look how close this is. It's only about like 2 seconds.
I'll tell you what, I stand corrected. He was doing the 41-second manipulation strat in the last match that I called, but he has been practicing, and he's now been changing it to the 39-second strat, which he was able to get that orb spawning right in the middle. So, yep, the Rockets keep Prince Leaf afloat here, but here in Eat My Shrapnel, 18 Mr. Shrapnels to take out, and no more than 4 can be on the screen at any given point. He needs to see some weapons here. He's doing a decent job with what the game is giving him, but he's eventually going to need to have something here. He's going to be starting to bleed time here. Love to see that orb.
Well, he took a death. However, that isn't going to hurt his time too much because it was early and not a lot of stuff was coming out. There was only like 1 or 2 shrapnels.
Yeah, he lost a lot of time. The problem is he couldn't get the swarmers down there, Sigma, and Prince Leaf is 9 seconds back, and he needs an orb fast.
Needs an orb fast. Well, asking you shall receive. There's the orb.
Definitely needed that one. Aquas, there's a spreader in a bad location, just going to ignore it. Leaf getting a spreader of his own, so trying to do anything he can. Grenades in the middle, he's going to pick it up. I don't know if that was accidental, but he does get rockets, Sigma.
Yes, that's what you're going to... That's an interesting strat for if you have the orb, you fire off twice as much. So if you pick up grenades, you know, you can take it up, hope for a quick drop, and just burn right through them.
Yeah, and then it worked out perfectly there for Leaf. We've got Aquas with a rocket in a tight spot, but is able to pick that up, keep the orb intact. And more vitamin R if he could. Wow, and then for the end of the room, beautiful. He'll have them to take with him to tank trouble.
And he goes out at 256.
Yep, and Prince Leaf, he's able to gain a second. It's a 3:04. And who do we have for our sponsor in this first game, Sigma?
We're actually going local for a local taco place near my... It's a little bit distance from my house. Taco Guimas. There's a couple locations in Tacoma.
Ooh, very interesting indeed. All right, so Aquas with a full clip of rockets to start tank trouble. Has a nuke waiting for him. He doesn't even need to grab it. He can just go ahead, focus on the gunners. Now focus back on the middle. So, yep, doesn't need the nuke. Leaf, unfortunately, gets a foot. So the advantage continues to stay and will continue to stay with Aquas as he gets a refill on the vitamin R.
Or gets clipped by Prince Leaf. I don't know what took out. Probably he just maybe went a tad too high on the gunner.
Very, very bad break here, and Aquas is going to have a commanding lead coming out of this room, potentially 30 seconds if Leaf doesn't start to see some drops here in tank trouble. And this is going to be a very solid time out the door. 4:06 into Mutoid Man. Leaf picking up a spreader here, that's something, but he would like to see some rockets here to try to at least get back at this. Nice use of the nuke there.
It's a little bit of a spawn out, so his type... Well, there's the orb. That'll help him out immensely.
Oh, but he's shot! And he's going to lose that orb again. Does get rockets, though. And Aquas kind of backed off on that ball buster. He's going to go ahead and grab the lobber there. He kind of just shied away a little bit. So Prince Leaf is 27 seconds back with a 4:33. Aquas still has the orb and has lobbers. Now he's out of lobbers. He's got rockets. Now he's going to probably focus on this ball buster here. Or at least to keep the double damage going. These are kind of old school strats here. And there's the ball buster. Well played.
Yeah, he gets that and gets more grenades on the feet. Now he's getting empty drops. This could be a shot for Prince Leaf to catch up.
Yeah, definitely. And another empty drop for Aquas. So Leaf trying to get that first storm, and it has been popped off. So he is cutting into that lead on Aquas a little bit here. Aquas not really getting anything since that opening barrage here. Gonna go for the death, hope for a spreader on the feet, but instead it's Rockets. Oh, that would have been a great location there, Sigma.
Would have been a perfect location at that location. But Prince Leaf is pouring it on. He has really cut into this lead. Just getting drops after drops that aren't
Oh,
uses.
here we go.
Oh, he's gonna park on it.
Oh no, get off of it, get off of it, get off. He will get off just in the nick of time. So we're gonna be very, very neck and neck here. A possible Prince Leaf here is gonna try to manual the rest of the spreader here and gets to the final form, and oh, he just missed the Rockets and then gets a key. And now final form for Aquas. He's gonna retake the lead. A lobber is waiting for him as well. Just some bad luck there at the end, and it may cost Leaf here. Aquas, this lobber should do it with accurate firing here. No, it does not do it. Leaf with a chance here because it was an empty drop, but Leaf gets run over. Grenades with the best DPS. Who's it gonna be on the first one? Aquas.
Yeah, Aquas really had the advantage going in. However, he survived that barrage of empty drops. He just picked them up quick, and that's what you have to do.
It'll be a 619 for Aquas. Prince Leaf with a 623. Leaf needed to gain 28 seconds there, Sigma. He gained 24.
It was close, but not close enough.
Exactly.
So we have Aquas 1-0. And once Aquas goes up 1-0, he's like a bulldog with a bone. He won't let go.
Yeah, usually when you give Aquas a lead, it's very tough to come from behind against him. But, you know, there have been very few contestants who've been able to pull off these kind of comebacks here. So, yeah, when you give Aquas a lead in a match, doesn't matter if it's best of 5 or best of 7, he is nearly impossible to come back from. And I'll tell you what, Leaf put up a great effort to come all the way back, briefly take the lead on Mutoid Man, but yeah, just barely missing those rockets there, ended up costing them. And Aquas just did enough to hold on to that lead and take game number 1. We'll see if Prince Leaf can clean it up here in game number 2. I know he can do a better arena than that.
What should I say right now? Let's go Bruins or something like that?
See, now you're doing the Jacobus Wedge imitation there.
Oh,
I appreciate
okay.
that. I mean, after all, Brad Marchand is still in the tournament and is well on his way to making the Stanley Cup Finals, but that's another story for another time. Game number 2, here we go.
Well, since we just triggered all the people in Toronto with that, so it's nice to have.
And in any event, Aquas once again going to try to go 2 for 2 here.
Leaf got grenades on the feet. There's nothing he can do about that.
Bad luck there. So Aquas is going to have the whole shot, and if he gets to manipulation, might be out to a big lead once again here. So there it is, Aquas with the whole shot.
Too much of a lead.
I think he might have made a mistake there, Aquas, because he's out the door quite late. I think he might have made a mistake. We're going to find out here. Yep. I think Aquas was too quick on the nuke grab, and he's not going to get his orb unless he gets lucky. Nope, missed it.
Didn't get it. Wow, so we're kind of even.
Yep. So a little mistake there. Aquas getting a little bit overzealous there on the nuke grab because it looked like he had the manipulation and then just didn't. So anybody's game at this point. So this could be the opening Leaf needs to get back into this match. But he needs to see. Well, there's an orb Aquas. So once again, the advantage to the bronze medalist. So a spreader, the down orb for, oh wow, that's a mistake. And he gets a replacement.
Sometimes you just have to make your own luck cards, and that's what Prince Leaf did.
Yep, he needed that because he's about 6 seconds back of Aquas at the moment, but he needs to do better job keeping that orb nice and healthy here. Aquas with rockets here should keep this room in firm control right now in Eat My Shrapnel. Leaf will be just fine with the pea shooter. Obviously, you'd like to have something to go with it. Spreader now for Aquas. Leaf can wisely ignore that nuke. A key for Aquas, doesn't matter. He's now just down to the rest of the Mr. Shrapnels. He'll ignore the grenades as well. So Aquas in complete control here. Leaf got to get rid of those shrapnels there. They're starting to pile up a little bit, but he'll be okay as well. 2:09 is the time out for Aquas. Prince Leaf, I think, has one more left to go, and he's got a 2:15. So, yep, it's still 6 seconds.
Yep, now it's going to come to the drops. Nice invulnerability for Aquas. That'll help out against the shrapnels. And now some spreaders. So we're getting some good drops here. Leaf is going to take the nuke, hope for a spawn out. Didn't get too much of one, so there'll be a little bit of a time loss, maybe about a quarter a second. Spreader in a really bad location, but he decides to go for it. I guess Prince Leaf wasn't too comfortable there.
No, and Aquas did have some vitamin R there, so that helped the kill count in his total carnage. Yeah, I think just Leaf wanted to get a better weapon. As you mentioned, maybe not was feeling comfortable in the current spot he was in. Razor Shield in a not so good location. Leaf might ignore this one, and he is going to ignore it. Aqua's done with total carnage with a time of 3:06. So Leaf has some work to do to finish this room. Maybe this nuke might be enough. Yeah, it's definitely going to be enough. So good nuke there to close the room. Only lost a couple of seconds. It's a 3:14. And where are we going this time, Sigma?
We're heading to New York.
And who do we have in New York?
Lupe's East Mexican Chicken in Soho. Lupe's East Mexican Taqueria in Soho.
That sounds good. You had me at Mexican chicken. You know, I like me a good chicken taco here. Look at this first drop. A Razor Shield followed by a Spreader. That's a great combination to take care of those gunners. And Aquas now in control again. Leaf getting grenades in a bad spot. So again, advantage. And now more advantage as Aquas gets vitamin R when a dude. Leaf getting the TTTT. Typical tank trouble trash. Spreader will help though.
Spreader would definitely help, but when you have the Holy Trinity that Aquas had even for a little while in this room, that's just going to help you out quite a lot. Prince Leaf does have his Razor Shield, though, but Aquas out in really good time. Prince Leaf thinking about that nuke, decides to think better. He wasn't going to clear the room, so he's going to avoid it.
Wise decision there. That was not going to end the room there. It's a 4:10 for Aquas, a 4:26 for Leaf. So this time the deficit is 16 seconds. He is in the running, and he has a ball buster opportunity. Aquas kind of pinned on the right side here, so it's going to be a tough ball buster opportunity. Can Aquas do it? Yes.
Gets it. And Leaf had spreaders, but not good spreader opportunity there.
He can get the ball buster,
Leaf
but didn't
did
get
not get it. He just had a bad location.
Yep, he kind of rushed that a little bit, and yeah, as you mentioned, didn't get a good location on that. So Aquas up by a form and change here right now. So Leaf's going to need a spreader. It's building to close to 2 forms now. So Aquas in good control here. He's got rockets for Leaf, which, I mean, it's going to do damage, but it's just not enough. He's falling behind by about 2 forms and change. He needs a spreader, or he's going to be down 2-0, Sigma.
Yeah, the drops just start coming from Prince Leaf. Meanwhile, Aquas is just building onto that lead. Leaf needs a spreader in the worst kind of way. And Mutoid just motherhead that lobber. And
great location again, but the wrong blue colored drop. Final form for Aquas. He should be golden here, barring something very zany here in the final form, which we have seen. And there's the worst drop that you can have on the final form. It's a spreader. And this rocket coming up here should be enough for Aquas if he can get to it. Nice grab there, and that's it.
Yeah, only need 1 or 2 rockets there. Prince Leaf just nothing was going for him in this fight. And Aquas is going to take game 2 at Booyaka 619.
Yep, a 619, another solid effort there from Aquas. Leaf going to finish up this Mutoid Man fight. Just needs to get good shots on the lobbers. He's missing, and Leaf sees, he's like, nope, I'm done. I've had it. So again, Better arena play this time from Leaf, but just Aquas getting the goods, had the better drops, had the better tank trouble, had the better Mutoid Man fight. So it's 2-0 now, which seems like an insurmountable lead. I mean, we've seen contestants come back from 3-0 down and force game sevens. No one has gotten the reverse sweep yet, though, in this tournament. And if Leaf loses game number 3, he'll have to do so if he wants to keep his hopes alive, Sigma.
But once again, Prince Leaf is the type of person who can do it.
Oh, certainly indeed. I mean, he's kept up with the Joneses throughout this tournament. I mean, in tournament number 2, where he was the silver medalist, he was the only contestant in the entire field to take even a game from Deller. So he could play with anyone here, you know. Even though he lost to Bryce-Hall 3-1 in his previous matchup, that 4th game was a heartbreaker. He should have had that one and just got very unlucky at the end. I mean, that's Bryce-Hall for him. He plays well, but he also runs lucky. Now, Prince Leaf, he's got to find some luck to come his way or hope that Aquas makes some mistakes here.
And those mistakes are few and far between. He did have one where he didn't get the manip, but, you know, he had the drops to cover.
That's correct there. So, Dino, what are your thoughts about what you've seen so far in these first 2 games?
Yeah, I think there's definitely been a little bit of RNG on the side of Aquas on last game. However, I do feel like Leaf needs to clean up the Arena 1 gameplay in order to stand a chance here.
I agree with you there, Dan. I mean, he did have a better arena in game number 2, but he just needs to get better drops. So we'll see what happens here. So game number 2, Aqua's currently 1 for 2 in the manipulation. He saw what he did in game number 2 incorrectly. We'll see if he can make the proper adjustment here to get back on track.
Right. Aquas normally plays player 2, though, if I remember correctly. And we did. There's a new discovery that just happened. There is a player 2 manip for a first drop orb in collect power ups. Just takes some honing and time that Aquas did not have for this match.
Yeah, I'm thinking something he may work on, you know, for the next match if he gets that far, or potentially the next tournament. So didn't get it, so he's 1 for 3. So again, Leaf has the opportunity. These rockets could give him the lead.
Yep, and he could clear the room with that one clip of rockets, but it doesn't look like that will happen. So he's going to min-max. Oh, and he misses the spreader.
Oh, no, a mistake there, but he gets rewarded with vitamin R anyway. So maybe that was the old Leaf manipulation here. And he gets more vitamin R to close the room, a full clip to start Eat My Shrapnel. And he's got the lead, Sigma, as Aquas does not have an orb still and did not get weapons to cover him. So right now, Aquas is trailing by a full 10 seconds.
That is no bueno. And now Prince Leaf has the orb. Not going to matter in this room too much unless just things go way, way sideways for Aquas. And I take that back. It just went sideways.
Oh, it most certainly has gone sideways for Aquas. I mean, no orb right now. He has a Razor Shield, which he lost quite a bit of. Now Leaf just trying to finish up the room with whatever the game's going to give him. It's not going to give him, looks like, too much here. Just going to finish it off with the pea shooter. I think this might be the last Mr. Shrapnel of the room. It is. 2:04 is the time for Prince Leaf. Aquas scuffling here, getting nothing. He's going to be behind further. So there are still several shrapnels left. He's definitely lost time in this room. His time is a 2:16. He's now about 12 and a half seconds back, and that time could be an insurmountable lead if he doesn't get an orb soon. He got an orb right there. He needed that to keep himself afloat, and now a Razor Shield, so this is going to help. Leaf hasn't really gotten anything so far in Total Carnage, so he's kind of had to work for it, Sigma. All right, so Aquas, with a couple of fragments left in that Razor Shield, is doing a good job keeping control of the middle of the room. He may gain some time here on Prince Leaf. Leaf going to ignore the nuke. I might have grabbed that just to clear the Mr. Shrapnels. Yeah, I definitely would have cleared it. It's easy to play from the commentator's booth here, as it's a 3:05 for Prince Leaf. Aquas, still 1 fragment of the shield, has gained some time back here. It's a 3:12. It's now a 7-second lead. He shaved 5.5 seconds of that lead, Sigma. I don't know if we've lost Sigma here or not, but I will go ahead and say that it is, I don't know, who remembers Taco Time?
I remember pizza time.
Pizza Time. Yes, that's good old, hey, I remember that tournament here on GG Speed Runs. Yes. That's a great plug there. I appreciate that, Dano. So we got rockets here for Leaf, so he should be able to clear the gunners, which he does. Aquas gets a nuke, and we'll be able to get the last gunner off. So at the moment, oh, look at this. More vitamin R here for Aquas. So anybody's game right now. This should be close coming out of this room. It could be an Aquas lead. Hard to say at this point. Leaf doing a good job keeping control of the middle of the room, keeping the kill count good. He's got some rockets of his own. Might be enough to finish off the room. We will see. A nuke there for Aquas, giving him a little breather. And yes, Leaf is still going to have the lead coming out, even with the shrapnel going off. It's a 4-16. Aqua's going to gain a little bit more time. It's now a 5-second match. That is one empty drop, less than one empty drop. Both have the ball buster opportunity. Let's see what happens.
And that's bad news for Prince Leaf, because here comes the swirl. Really delayed swirl here because of what happened.
Yep.
That means the ball buster will not happen for him. Aquas could get the advantage here, but Mutoid Man not. Ooh,
He got it.
that is a great ball buster attempt.
Ooh.
And Prince Leaf gets a spreader in a great location, and
And goes
Mutoid Man
right to
comes
him.
on down. Yep.
Beautiful spreader here. So Leaf will
And
have the lead.
sabotage.
You gotta be kidding me. RNG favor the favorites, clearly underwhelming the underdogs. How many times have we seen the sabotage? Way too many to count, Sigma. He still has the lead nonetheless, though, as the rib cage is exposed. It's more than a full form at the moment here, so Aquas right now is the one playing catch-up.
As long as Aquas keeps on nailing these lobber shots, he will be okay.
Oh, that's a risky one. It's in a bad location. He's gonna have to go around. Can he get there? Nope.
Nope. Trolltroid blocked him.
Yep, just enough. I mean, that's a risk. And now Aquas with the spreader. He could steal this one. And there's Final Form for Aquas. Not going to get any transfer damage, I don't think. Final Form now for Leaf. Lobber now for Leaf, so he has the weapon advantage. Aquas with the worst weapon in a spreader, so if Leaf can get the shots... No, he did get transfer damage. He got some. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. And Aquas steals game number 3, and Leaf's back firmly against the wall now.
I think Leaf got greedy there. That's what caused him.
He did. Yeah. I agree with you 100%. Going after that spreader in a very tight location where Mutoid Man blocked him just enough that he wasn't going to get to that spreader in time, and it cost him dearly. And now Leaf going to have to do what Tetsuo tried to do last night, come back from 3-0 down and take it away from Aquas. Horrible luck there from Leaf, but a bad decision right there. That ended up being the dagger in game number 3, Sigma.
Yeah, what also didn't help was I don't think even if he did get it manually, it wouldn't have mattered too much.
Probably not. I mean, if Leaf would have went for manuals there, I mean, just Aquas got that great spreader. Somehow, even after the invulnerability ran out there, Sigma, Aquas still got some transfer damage out of it, so he only needed that one weapon to finish it off. I have no idea how he pulled it off, but he pulled it off, and now Aquas on quadruple match point here to advance to the next round and take on Telio 1, which I do believe is a rematch of a previous match of some point. Yeah, actually it is. You know, we talk about the greatest match of all time, Sigma. We could get that if Aquas pulls off that victory, a rematch of just that.
And that'll be a sight to behold. Isn't that right, Mr. Dino?
Yes. Sorry, I was counting down the players. But yeah, I agree. Like that did was kind of greedy. It was hard, but sometimes in the split of a second decision, it's hard to make those decisions. It is like Hart says, easy to see from the boot what could have been the correct outcome, but it was still gonna be extremely close. I'm not sure if Leaf would have been able to pull off that win after that transfer damage from Aquas.
It would have been very, very tight. If he would have gotten that spreader and able to get that extra damage, he still might have been able to pull it off. But yeah, once he was partially blocked by Mutoid Man and having to go around there, that was the end of dog raising, as Bryce Wolf would say. So Leaf Gonna have to figure out a way to pull off a 40 watt and get a reverse sweep if he wants to keep his tournament hopes alive. Aquas just needs one of these next 4, and he's moving on to the final 6. Here we go, folks. So once again, Aqua's going to try the manipulation here for getting the orb. So far, 1 for 3, has missed on the last 2. Leaf, of course, going traditional strats, and we'll see how that ends up playing out. Oh, grenades on the feet again. Unbelievable. That's the second time in 4 games. But Aqua's messed up. He's going to miss it again. And you can see the smile on his face. He knows he blew it there, and he's going to be a second back. So Leaf, if he can get an opening orb here, that would really do wonders for his chances of trying to get back into this match. So let's see what we end up getting. And he does get a first drop orb.
Yep, and how about some rockets to go along with it?
Let's see if he can complete the Holy Trinity. Nope, he'll get a spreader, which is just fine in this room. I mean, Razor Shield's not going to be a big kind of helpful item just because, you know, it's a quick room. Spawns are pretty light. So, you know, having a Razor Shield is nice. Definitely not a necessity.
Meanwhile, Aquas used that clip of rockets quite well, and he's going to come out with the lead. He's going to be, be really close, only about like a 1/10 of a second or something like that.
Maybe half a second at most. As Burgundy would say, Sigma, it's negligible.
That's a $40 word. Don't know how to spell it.
That does sound like a $40 word. Any event, so Aqua's trying to fish for an orb here. He's grabbing everything he can get his hands on at the moment. Leaf should be in good shape here. He's got everything under control. The shrapnels are under control. Looks like the foot soldiers are under control. So Leaf obviously would like to have a rocket to close the room. That purple shirt, though, was kind of being a pest there, but Leaf is okay. Aqua's still fishing for an orb. He's grabbing grenades. He's grabbing a lot of grenades. More grenades. It's a lot of grenades. It's a 2:08, and Aqua's going to lose some time here. It's a 2:11. He's now 3 seconds back. Just the drops not coming to Aquas and losing some time here. And now he really needs to see an orb and gets it again. The game saves Aquas again, just like in game number 3, Sigma.
Well, there's only so much that you can do. I mean, Prince Leaf did start out with rockets and a good clip of them entering the room. So it's not like the game is, the game wants a good close match. It's just a matter of who blinks first.
Right now, Leaf has been in trouble a couple of times here. He's kept the sheet clean, though, fortunately, so he can keep being out in front. Aquas, there's some rockets in a tight spot. Risky grab, struggling to get back into the middle here, but he's able to do so and has a spreader waiting for him in the middle. So Leaf done. Oh, but the shrapnel goes off, so that's a little bit of a time penalty, but he's still out first with a 3:06. And Aquas did not lose much time. It's a 3:10, just a 4-second deficit. Very close again. And where are we going this time, Sigma?
We're going to Cincinnati. After you get to a Bengals game, you enjoy the game, why not head on over to Drunken Tacos?
Drunken Tacos, an apropos name, especially if there's a game where the Bengals bungle it.
That's mainly them against the Chiefs.
Right, exactly. Chiefs, yep, or Patriots, but that was last season. This is this season now. Back to the game. Leaf getting nothing to start. Aquas getting nothing to start as well. So both these runners, a battle of attrition here, trying to keep that orb nice and healthy here. Both have one gunner on the right still that they need to take out. A spreader for Aquas, doing a lot of dancing, doing a good job. Nice nuke. That's going to protect Leaf. That second gunner's down. Aquas, meanwhile, kind of pinned a little bit, but is going to get some rockets up top. He gets there. Rockets for Prince Leaf. Very close. More Vitamin R coming Prince Leaf's way. That's going to help him out. He may have the lead coming out here yet. Razor Shield, he may just ignore that. He could definitely ignore it. It's the end of the room. Leaf with the lead, a 4:18, and that lead is going to grow just a little bit, but Aqua's going to be right there. Couple of rockets left with a 4:25, just 7 seconds, Sigma, one drop.
Yep, and that will take care of the swirl. And an empty drop for Prince Leaf, so that negates that.
Yeah, it can focus on the ball buster at least, but yeah, you don't want to see an empty drop. Does get the ball buster, so that is something. He's got grenades, lobbers for Aquas, can focus on the gunners, can try to get this ball buster here. He's done a good job of it and nails another one.
Yeah, and he had. Oh, and there's
Oh man, kind of tough because he's gonna have to go around. Could be blocked just in
Got it.
time. But here's one for Leaf, but he has to wait because of the invulnerability, but he'll get it.
Wait, Aquas actually went right through Mutoid.
Yeah, that's bonus damage right there by doing that. Leaf gonna have to manual this one and gets
Oh.
another one. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but he's not getting the multiple damage though because Mutoid was moving up.
Yeah, but Aquas has a well, look at this. Don't block. Leaf has a chance still.
This could be one of the fastest matches in history. We got lobbers. Prince Leaf has got rockets. Who is the first? He runs out of ammo. Aquas runs out of ammo. Prince Leaf takes it.
Oh my goodness, they're both gonna get a sub-6 out of this, but by just a few seconds, Sigma, Leaf stays alive and avoids the sweep. Here we go again, folks. A 553 for Leaf, Aquas with a 556, 3 seconds. What a game, Sigma.
Yeah, Aquas ran out of ammo at the worst possible time, and that's what did it.
I mean, yeah, I can understand, Aquas maybe needed to kind of min-max there, keep the firing going and approach that drop. Didn't do that, and that just squeaked the door open enough for Leaf to get in and stay alive in this match. It's 3-1, but it is still triple match point for Aquas.
And like a good wise man once said, survive and advance. And that's the name of the game right now. If Leaf wants to do this comeback, that's all he has to do. This was a pretty victory, extremely close. And you gotta be happy also to take a win out of a sub-6 from your opponent, because now you know maybe the luck doesn't smile to your opponent as well in the next game. So let's see what happens.
Absolutely, and as Brycelf always says as well, Dino, can't win all 4 games at once. You have to win it one at a time. And Leaf on the first step towards trying to get that reverse sweep. Let's see if he can keep it going here in game number 5. All those spreaders on that Mutoid, man, fight on both sides. And I see this and I ask myself, where's this on world record pace?
It never happens.
No,
Only
it
the
certainly
CHX.
does. Right, exactly. All right, here we go with game number 5. Aquas up 3-1. A victory will send him into a rematch against Telio 1 in the second chance quarterfinals here. So Leaf needs to keep it going. He wants to keep the tournament alive. Aquas needs to figure out a way to get that manipulation back in order. He has missed on the last 3. We'll see if he got that one good. That one might be better. We will take a look here. But they're thinking it might be too early again. We're about to find out here. I mean, it's still gonna be an Aquas. Yeah.
He's got the look says I hit it too early.
Yep. So he's gonna be 1 for 5 here. So Leaf, a couple.
He got it.
He did get it. He did get it. Everybody thought it was early. We got fooled. No, he was right. He got it perfect. So he's 2 for 5.
And how about some rockets to go along with it? That should probably clear the room.
Yep, but Leaf does have some rockets of his own, so, with good firing here, he'll be still in the running, but grenades on the feet's not really going to help. Nuke does not end the room for Aquas, but he will still have the lead coming out with 118. Leaf just trying to do everything he can. He's got this Mr. Shrapnel down. He is 7 seconds back with the 125. He needs help.
Well, he's going to get a little bit of help there. Aqua's got 4 shrapnel in the room.
Yeah, so he may lose a little bit of time here, and vulnerability will help Leaf plow through some of these shrapnels here. So, these rockets will definitely keep him afloat now.
Well, Aquas gets rockets himself.
And that's pretty much just a moot point. He was under control even before the Rockets. The Rockets will make sure he finishes the room. Well, he's kind of using them. I wonder if he's waiting for another drop to take with them. Nope, that was the last room. So 2 minutes flat. Leaf has one more to go. And it's a 2:08. So 8 seconds is the lead now for
Well,
Leaf.
there's the rocket drop for Aquas.
Yeah, great drop. He's got a spreader now waiting for him, a nuke for Leaf. Leaf has 2/3 of a clip of rocket. He needs to see an orb, or at least the weapons continue to flow, or he may be drowning, and that is not what you want to see here. You don't want to be 30 seconds back going into the Mutoid Man fight. A spreader for Aquas, Razor Shield for Leaf. I mean, that'd be nice if he had an orb. A spreader, keeping him afloat, but I expect he's going to be double digits back.
I think he might be more 20 seconds back the way this is running.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be 20 seconds plus the way this is going if he doesn't see any drops soon. Because look at this time from Aquas. A 2:52, the best time of the day for Aquas into the bonus room. Just leave. He's getting decent drops, but when you don't have the orb, you can't keep the kill count as high as you'd like. So that's what's really been hurting Leaf here. He's going to try to time this nuke, all right? That is the end of the room, but you can see it right there. He's 18 seconds back. He's done nothing wrong here, Sigma. He's done all that he's possibly can. It's just he is getting gobbled up by the RNG.
Yep, no tacos today.
Nope, we'll have to save them for the next time, or Game 6 if we can somehow get there. Anything can happen. This is Smash TV after all, but another nuke chance for Aquas. Should be able to take care of the second gunner, and does, so he should be in good control here in tank trouble, and this Razor Shield will cement it.
Unless Prince Leaf, we see Prince Leaf get like 6 rocket drops in a row in one tournament, so that could happen again, maybe, but maybe not.
Yeah, these are, well, there we go. That was the old death manipulation to get rockets from Prince Leaf. So, yeah, having single rockets and more rockets. Here we go. You brought it up, and it's now presented itself. It's about a 4:07 for Aquas, and he still has the orb. I mean, his arena gameplay, other than the orb manipulations, has been pretty much on point today, and that is how you win a lot of games, Sigma.
Yep, he's going to try for this ball buster, and not getting the best he got it.
27 seconds is the deficit for Prince Leaf. It's doable, but he's going to need a lot of help here. He's going to need some spreaders. He needs to see Aquas get empty drops, get zapped, things like that. That's what he needs to see. Otherwise, Aquas is going to be moving on. Well, that's a great player 2 spreader, but no player 2s to be found here today. So you're going to have to, there's an invulnerability. That's going to help.
Yep, that'll help too. And he's following. He's gonna pick up the rockets because he saw that his invulnerability was running out.
Good call there. You want to keep the damage coming here. There, he is trailing by about a form and change. Both have lobbers right now, so Leaf's going to need to see another spreader here. And Aquas is already on the penultimate form here, so looking good here for Aquas. But this spreader, I don't know. It's going to be close. He's going to get it. And he gets underneath for the extra damage. This could do it here, folks. A lobber to end it. I think Aquas has it. He just needs to grab this lobber, finish off the shots here, and Aquas is going to move on. And there it is. It'll be about a 550. What a performance today from Aquas. His last 2 games being his best. And Aquas is still, a reminder, folks, a dangerous force here in this tournament. 550 is the winning time.
Yeah, just the drops weren't there for Prince Leaf, and Aquas just had a beast of a Mutoid Man fight, and plus, once he got where he was with that spreader, he also went in, so that's like 54, I think it's like 51, 54 times damage.
Yeah, it's a lot of extra damage if you can get underneath like that, which he did. He didn't get a heck of a lot of transfer damage, didn't need it, but again, very solid arena gameplay, some great Mutoid Man fights all the way through, and Leaf just, he played, he got off to that rough start in game number 1. After that, his arena gameplay pretty much cleaned up, but that final game, he just got hosed. He never saw an orb.